that the robot is going to create an average price. It will bring this average price, and the stock that it has bought here, it creates an average price between here. So it means when prices start to rise from level number 2, okay, when prices start to rise from level number 2 going up, the robot will not wait for this price to come here where it bought first time. The moment the price comes here, this person will be out of the trade. And probably you who is buying one time, your average price for profit, it might be just slightly above this line. I don't know if I'm making sense. The amount of stock that your robot is buying every time the market drops matters when it comes to average price. The pulling of the average price to come closer to where the current price is. So the moment the current price starts to go up, it will never go where the robot bought first time for this person to get out of the trade. The robot normally, it's like adding this stock and this stock together and creating one selling price for the two. Probably for you to understand what is an average price. It's like adding this stock that was bought here and this stock that was bought here and create one average price or one selling price between these two stock. So it simply means the robot will not, the price will not go here where the first stock was bought. If this stock and this one is added together and being sold at one price, probably it is going to be in the middle. So someone who is only buying one time, their average price also, it is going to differ from this one. I don't know, Success Mind, did I answer your question? Why someone will get out? First, I said time of entry, time factor. Second, how much stock your robot is buying per layer. Okay? How much stock your robot is buying per layer. If I have answered your question, please indicate. Okay, what should be done? What should be done is that you remain patient, the first thing. The second thing is change your strategy. Meaning you need to have more money to buy. Yes. When you're opening margin calls, for example, you should change your strategy, allow your robot to buy more. Okay. All right, let me come to this one. Maybe I'm jumping questions. Yes, when it is trading, you can edit. Remember, you can edit your margin calls or you can edit anything while the robot is still trading. If you are having more capital, let's say that it has bought only 2 margin calls or it has bought 1 margin call. All right, so you can edit, allow the robot to buy more so that you can get out of the trade when the market rises above your average price. You can do that while the robot is still trading. You can edit anything. Okay, thank you so much. All right, let me go back to the chat. Let me go back to the chat. I don't want to pick a question that has been asked now when there are other questions on top that I did not answer. Okay. Let me refresh my screen here. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm failing to go to the top questions. Ne? I'm failing to go to the top questions. Probably someone asked a question and I did not pick up. All right, I did not pick up. So I would kindly ask that if I'm not attending to your question, please ask it again. All right. I'm failing to go to the top questions that were asked. So probably I'm answering a question that is being asked now. Then it's like I'm not doing justice to you. Okay. Someone is asking, can you edit your average price? You don't edit. It's the robot that does that when it is buying. Okay. You cannot edit an average price. You don't write an average price. It is the robot that creates when it is doing the buying. Every time it buys, it creates a new average price. So you don't edit it. It is the robot that comes with the average price because it is the one that monitors. It is the one that is doing the buying. Okay. Okay. Pastor Jameson says, how can I preset a trade for a beginner? Okay, let me answer Pastor Jameson. How to preset. How to preset. I'm sharing my screen. What did I do now? Okay, I'm sharing my screen. I want to show Pastor Jameson how to preset. I want to share my screen here. Okay. So I'm saving here. Okay. So Pastor Jameson, this is how you preset. All right. I'm going to create a preset price on this screen. Can you see here? This is the current price of the coin. That is the current price. So I don't want to buy at the current price. I want to buy at a price which is lower than this. So let's say we want to buy at 1.082. Okay. We want to buy at this price as a preset. Now, how do we put this price as our preset price? So here is the place where you put the preset price. Okay. So you are going to tap on it. I'm going to tap on the preset area. This is the area where you put the price here, here, here. Okay. So the moment you tap on it, the pencil will start dancing. The pencil will start dancing. So our preset price, we are saying it should be 1.082. I don't know if I'm correct. Okay, according to the current price that we were looking at. So we don't want to buy at that price. We want to buy at this price. So I have put in as a preset price. Then I'm going to click show. Okay. So I am saving this price to be my preset price. Okay. It did not pick. I think it is because of network. The price is coming down there. Let's change it probably to 1.081. Okay. Then I click show. Okay, I'm having network with my app here, but this is how you put in the preset price. I don't know, it's gonna help you, Leader Jameson. Okay, I'm just trying to demonstrate again. Okay, can you see now it has picked? Here is my preset price here. It says first preset because you can come and edit again. Okay, that's why it says first preset price. You can do several times presetting it. Okay, so currently this is my first preset price. Let's assume that my robot picks this one. The reason why they are calling it first preset price, let's say my robot picks this. This price here comes down to this. It buys, my robot buys here. All right, now then I come again. Okay, I come again. I see that this price is still dropping. Then I create another preset price and I say 1.076. I will come in there in my robot. I put in this preset price. After the robot has picked this one, I will come and put another one, this one here. So that when the robot buys my margin call, it should be picking the preset prices. So I'm going to put this price in here. Then the robot, when it's buying second time, it will pick from this preset price, which is called first preset price. I don't know if it makes sense. So that's how you put your preset price. Whenever a signal says preset price, that's how you put it in. So you don't want to buy from here, you want to buy from this price. But sometimes you should know that the robot may not pick this price. Why? Instead of this price here coming down here, it changes direction, the market start to go up. So when it is going up, it means your robot is not going to pick this trade. What do? You come and cancel it. So it's not every preset price that the robot may pick. No, sometimes it may not pick because the robot does not control the market. This price may not continue to go down. It will end up going up instead of coming down here. So as a result, the robot will still monitoring this. It will keep watching this, yet price is going this other way. So your robot is not going to buy. That's why I'm saying when you are doing preset price signals, when it has taken 10 to 15 minutes without your robot picking that trade, and another signal has been given, come and cancel this trade because it is not picked by the robot. Come and cancel it and pick a new signal. Okay? Did I answer your question, Leader Jameson? Did I answer your question, Leader Jameson? How to preset? Did I answer your question? If I have done it, please indicate in the chat. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, I think my now my Zoom is able to give me the questions that were asked. Okay. Is there a way to cancel or terminate the order? Okay, I'm saying that you can only cancel a trade that was not picked by the robot. In this case, a preset price trade that you were setting. Okay, but if you are trading a current price signal that when you click activate, the robot buys immediately, you cannot cancel that trade, you cannot terminate that order. There is no way going back. You have to wait until the robot closes that trade, unless you are deciding to sell by yourself manually. But there is no canceling of a trade that has been already picked by the robot. You cannot cancel it. How do you buy a coin and hold it for future? You can buy it using your Royalq robot, then you pause it, then you hold it for longer. Or either you can go in the exchange and buy it. Yes, you can go in the exchange and buy it. There are videos already on our YouTube channel that you can watch on how to buy a coin and hold it, especially from the exchange. But if you want to use Royalq robot to buy the coin and hold it, you just click activate. Okay, you just click activate, the robot will buy the coin. Then after that, you come and click pause. It means you are pausing the trade. All right. So the robot will be trading it, but when it reaches your take profit, it will never sell. It will never sell. So you can accumulate. If you want it 200%, it will go up to 200%. If you want 1000%, it will go to 1000%, depending how long you are going to hold that coin. So you can hold it using robot, our Royalq robot, or you can buy in the exchange and hold it. All right. So depends. That is the answer. You can go to Crypto Ambassadors YouTube channel. There are videos already recorded on how to buy a coin and hold it. Okay. Emmanuel says, what happens to your profit if you bought a coin when the dollar was high and after you are traded, the dollar reduces? What are you trying to say when the dollar was high? Are you saying when the price was high? Are you saying when the price was high and then after the price goes down? When you buy a coin when the price was high, all right, then immediately after buying it, the price goes down. It's when you incur what we call a floating loss. You're going to see that on your return rate, it is negative. When your entry price, okay, when your entry price where you entered, then when after entering it, the price goes down further than that, then you see that your return rate is negative. Okay, it means you are in negative, you are not in profit. Okay, the floating can be a floating profit. Okay, remember when you check here, unfortunately I don't have a trade here. I could show you, I have it on my other gadget. I could show you when we say floating profit, okay, and floating loss. There is floating profit and floating loss. All right, so the floating profit, it shows plus sign. When it is in floating loss, it shows negative sign. All right, so all of them, they are floating. So it can be a floating profit, it can be a floating loss. So when you buy a coin and then the price goes down against your price of entry, it goes into negative, which is a floating loss. That's what happens. Okay, Bob is saying, will the robot manage to buy margin calls in the bull run, yet the coins are only pumping? Yes, you only change your margin call drops. You put small margin call drops. When a coin is pumping, it does not mean that it does not drop. The price drops, but it drops small. The percentage that it drops with, it is small. Okay, so you only need to change the narrative, the trading strategy in terms of margin call drops. You don't put high margin call drops, you put small margin call drops so that the robot can buy your margin calls. For example, 0.2. You can put 0.2, 0.2, 0.2. The price can drop to that percentage. So the robot will be able to buy, even if the coin is pumping. It drops. When a coin is pumping, it drops. It doesn't just pump. It drops, then it continues to pump. It drops, continues to pump. So reduce your margin call drops. The robot will be able to buy. When and why should the AI margin call be on or off? Okay. When and why should the AI margin call be on and off? In all our trading strategies, we are encouraging you to put your AI margin call on because our margin call drops are small. For example, let me share my screen again. I want to answer this question. When and why the margin call drop? I mean the AI margin call should be on and off. Let me share my screen and go back to my Royalq robot. Okay, so when I tap here on trade settings and then I tap on margin configuration, can you see this plus this plus this plus this plus this is equal to 3% drop? So this is small. It will never take long for the robot to buy this if your AI margin call is off. Okay, right now the current market situation, okay, the current market situation, it will never take long for the robot to buy 3% drop. It's small. All right. Now, why are we saying your AI margin call should be on? We don't want your robot to buy your margin calls faster. Because what is going to happen? Your robot is going to buy this within a minute. And probably the market is still going down. So when we say AI should be on, what are we saying? The robot is not going to follow this. When this has been achieved, the robot will say, is this the right position to buy? When it sees that it's not the right position to buy, it will never buy this margin call. Probably it will wait when your negative rate, maybe it is -2, it's gonna buy the first margin call. It means this is AI monitoring. The reason why we want you to put in the AI, it is because we don't want the robot to swallow your money faster when the market is going down. That's why we say on your AI margin call. But someone who is not afraid of floating loss, yes, someone who is not afraid of floating loss, they will switch off their AI margin call and they will be monitoring. Once they switch off the AI margin call, they monitor. They said, I want my robot to buy margin call number 1, margin call number 2, and margin call number 3. Then after, I'm going to switch on my AI margin call so that when it buys margin call number 4 and margin call number 5, it buys using AI. Okay? So there are people who says, I want my robot to buy more stock quicker. I want my robot to buy more stock quicker. So I'm going to switch off my AI, but I'm going to monitor the robot. Once it buys 1, it buys 2, it buys 3, then I'm going to come and switch on my AI. These are people that are having good stock, I mean a good capital, because they want to buy more. Okay? So we always encourage in this situation where the market is that allow this guy to be on. If you don't want this guy to be on, then at least you are looking and say, I want my robot to buy 3 margin calls first. Then after, I'm gonna on the AI margin call. The idea of buying 3 margin calls, you are saying, if the market does not drop, okay, if the market does not drop faster, I want my robot at least to buy enough stock, because you are looking at what is going to be sold. So these are the situations when you should own the AI margin call. It should help you not to put in your money faster. That's why we say switch on the AI margin call. That is the reason, the why. Why should you own your AI? Did I answer your question? Someone who was asking about the AI margin call. Did I answer your question? Did I answer your question? Let me go back to the chat. Let me go back to the chat. You can still ask using the microphone. You can still ask using the microphone. You just need to raise your hand. I'm gonna pick your hand and I'm gonna allow you to answer your, to ask your question. Okay, someone is saying I have $290. How can I set a strategy just for 1 coin? And how much am I supposed on the first margin call drop? Okay, on the first call margin, you are having $290. You want to trade only 1 coin. Okay, you want to trade only 1 coin. All right. So what you need to do is how much do you want to expose as your first buying amount? Okay. How much do you want to expose as your first buying amount? So let me say, if you are having $290 as the capital, you want to trade only one coin. The first thing that you need to do is either you are going to divide your 290 by 15% or by 10%, meaning to say you want to use 10% of your money as first buying amount. Then the remaining is going to be for margin calls. Okay, let me help you by demonstrating. Let me help you by demonstrating using a calculator. Let me share my screen. I hope you are still here so that you can see the person who is asking how they can use their capital. In this case is $290. This is $290, right? As capital. Now you want to expose, let's say 15%. You are using 15%, right? You want to use 15%. Okay? You see now I'm dividing instead of multiplying. All right, I need to do this. Okay. So if you want to use 15% as your first buying amount, this is going to be your first buying amount. So you have used $43 as your first buying amount. How much is left? Let's use 10% with, because the capital is small. Yes, you use 10% as your, okay? Yes. So let's just use $30. $30 as your first buying amount. Okay, this is close to $30. If you are going to use 10% of your capital, you are using $30 as your first buy-in amount. All right. Now, out of the 290, you are remaining with how much? You are remaining with 260, right? If you are going to use this as your first buying amount, all right, you are remaining with 260. All right. Now, the 260 that you are remaining with, it is for your margin calls. Let's say 5 margin calls that you want to use. All right. Now, you are going to calculate. Let's say that you want to use, let's do this. I just want to help the person who asked this question. Some, they are still finding it difficult to allocate capital. Okay. So let's use this strategy. We are using 10%. In this case, let's just take to the nearest 30. So 30 is going to be our first buy-in amount. 30 is going to be our first buy-in amount. So I'm going to take this 30 and divide by 5, which is our number of margin calls. Okay. I'm going to take this 30 to divide by 5 as our number of margin calls. This is 6 that I am getting here. This number 6, it is my new first buying amount. When my robot buys first time with $30, I'm going to edit this 30 to 6. Okay, I'm gonna edit this 30 to 6. So the 260 which is left, remember I was having 290. Now minus 30, I'm remaining with 260. So this 260 is for my 5 margin calls. Now, for the robot to use this 260 to buy 5 margin calls, it will be using how much as first buying amount? Then it will be using $6. Now, on the multiple buy-in ratio, okay, on the multiple buy-in ratio, I will be using 5 times 5 times. I'm using now the buy poverty strategy. This is the buy poverty strategy. I'm using 5, 5, 5, so that the robot is able to use the 260 to put in the 5 margin calls. So if we go to my robot, let's go to my robot. Okay, I'm supposed to come here. Let's go to my robot. After the robot buys here, it buys here with $30. I'm gonna edit my 30 and put 6. So that when it buys my margin calls here now, these 5 margin calls here, you see it is 5 times. It is 5 times here. It means 5 times 6, 5 times 6, 5 times 6, 5 times 6, 5 times 6. So this is 30, this is 30, this is 30, this is 30, this is 30. So when I add this, okay, when I add this, is my 260 is going to be okay if we add this? I'm asking a question. Is my 260 going to be okay? This is $60, and this is $60 is 120, and this is another $60. Okay, this is 150. You see, I'm still having more money. So I'm managing my wallet properly. I can still have some money to trade current price signals. Okay, so in this case, if my robot is going to buy 30 here, 30 here, 30 here, 30 here, and 30 here, okay, 60, 60, 120, and this is 150 plus my first buying amount of 30. Okay, this is what? 180. So 290 minus 180, you discover that I'm still having some capital. I'm trying to manage my wallet in case the market goes down against me. Okay, so I'm still going to have a balance here that maybe I can pick current price signal, or probably I can open margin calls on this trade. Am I helping someone here? Am I helping somebody here to manage their capital? Am I helping someone to manage their capital? Those that are having very small amount of capital, it's gonna help you a lot. There are people who doesn't want to see money in their wallet. They want to put everything in the market. Now, when the coin gets stuck, meaning to say it is taking long to sell, what happens to you? You get annoyed. So manage your wallet. That's what we are teaching you here. Your capital is small. Please manage it. So even if you're having $300 capital, you can still use the same method that I was showing. Okay? You can still use the same method that I was showing. Use 10% of your capital or 15% of your capital as first buying amount. I hope I have answered that question. Let me go to the next person. I don't see hands here, so I'm gonna still go to the inbox. I'm gonna go to the chat box. Prince Alan is asking, between current price signals and preset signals, which ones are good to trade in this market condition? Both of them, they are good. Both of them, they are good. Remember, current price signals, you are not taking so much profit. You are taking very small amount of profit. All right. But also you should know the disadvantage of current price signals. They can cut your leg. They can cut your leg. All right. Preset price signals, yes, they may take time to deliver, but you are buying very low. You are buying very low, and you are giving a good drop. If you check the preset price signals, they are having 15% drop, 8% drop. All right. So it's to your advantage. All of them, they do have an advantage and a disadvantage. But I want to say that all of them, they are good. You can use any. But you should understand what is current price. Okay? Current price signals. It means when you click start, the robot will enter now. Okay. So you are not buying cheap. You are not buying low. All right. Where was I? I was here. Where are the other questions? I had a lot of questions. Now I don't see them. Okay. Ponzi said, I understand which circumstances can a coin sell and retain the capital, but with zero profit retain. Oh, okay. When your coin is trading under sub-bin mode, that is the circumstances. The circumstance where your robot is going to sell a margin call and it does not give you the profit, but it retains the capital only. When your robot is trading under sub-bin mode, when your robot is trading under sub-bin mode, it sells the margin call, which is margin call number 5 going down. It retains your capital, but it does not retain your profit. It does not retain your profit. Yes, when the robot is trading under here, when it is trading under sub-bin, it will give you back your capital that was used to buy that particular margin call. But the profit, it will never give it to you. It will send you a message of sell, but profit recorded 0 rate. Okay? On sub-bin mode, profit recorded 0 rate, but it will give you back your capital. What happened to the profit? It has taken back to the market to reduce the average price to come closer to the current price of the coin you are trading. Is that clear? That is the circumstance someone was asking. Thank you so much for that question. Let me go back to the Zoom and pick another question. I hope I've answered that. So people, they are giving me different capitals to help them allocate. Guys, come on, go and watch the YouTube channel. We have given you that. We have given you different types of approach to the market. Let me come here. Please, coach, to compound $100 success. Okay, 100 successful trades. How many months or days would it take you to finish compounding? I don't know. I don't know. 100 successful trades. I don't know. I don't control the market. The robot does not control the market. My duty is whenever my robot sells one trade, I write in my book sold. If I was trading comp, I write comp. Then when it is sold, I write comp sold 3% in my pocket. I take another trade. When that trade sells, I'm going to write the name of the coin that I'm trading second. Yes, because I have already indicated I'm collecting 3%, 3%, 3%. So when the robot sells a particular trade, I just need to come and write down the coin was sold, I collected 3%. Then I go set the next trade. But when it will complete 100 successful trades, I don't know. I don't control the market. The robot does not control the market. So I cannot even imagine how many months it will take. I'll be lying to you, Brother Timothy. I don't want to lie to you, my leader. Okay? What you should focus on, the completed successful trades. That's what you should be focusing on. If you say, I want to complete 100 successful trades, focus on the 100. Don't focus on the time frame. Focus on the 100 trades. It's going to do you good. It will make you focus on your goal. But if you look at the time, you're going to get disappointed. It's not going to work out. That's my advice to you, my leader, Leader Timothy. I hope I have answered your question. Haji, I should try to explain about the AI. Should it open for a trading strategy? I was saying if you want to leave the AI margin call on, you want your robot probably to buy the first 3 margin calls. Remember, maybe you are trading with 5 margin calls and you want the robot to buy first the first 2 or the first 3 margin calls. Is when you put it off, but you'll be monitoring. Remember, it's 0.2, 0.3, 0.5. It's a very small drop. It will never take time. The robot will buy it quicker. So you'll be monitoring. Once it buys, then you come and switch on the AI margin call. That is if you want your robot to buy stock for you fast. But in our strategies, we always emphasize switch on the AI margin call because the total drop is 3% drop. It is small. The robot will buy fast. And what if the price continues to go down? Then you are going to have a huge floating loss. Yes, you're going to have a huge floating loss in percentage. Did I answer your question, Haji? Should you switch on? No, margin call button should be always on. Margin call button should always be on. Guys, let me share my screen. If you don't switch on your margin call button, the robot will never buy any margin call. Okay? If you don't switch on your margin call button, the robot will never buy any margin call. Someone is asking, should this one be on or both of them? This one here is the owner of these margin calls. So even if you switch on this guy will be able to work if this guy is on. So this guy cannot do any task if this guy is not on. So this one is the owner of the game. Please, margin call button, it should be on when you are exercising the buying. Okay? Switch on the the margin call. Now you're making me to confuse things now. Okay. So I'm saying they switch on the margin call button. For any margin call to be bought, it means this guy is on. If this guy is not on, even if you own this guy will never buy because the margin call button is off. So margin call button is very important. It should be on. The only one that you play around with is this one. Is this one that you can switch on and off, on and off. But this one is a must that it should be on. Okay? Haji, did I answer your question? I hope I did. Okay, let me go to another question. Is my voice not clear? Timothy says my voice is not clear. Timothy says my voice is not clear. Guys, is my voice not clear? Is my voice not clear? Someone says my voice is not clear. So if it's not clear, even if I answer the questions, then it doesn't make sense. No. Okay, let me answer. This is Agaba, Stefan Agaba. When the robot is trading under sub-bin mode, whenever it makes a sell and gives you 0% profit, it does not take fuel. It doesn't take fuel because it did not give you the profit. It only takes fuel when it has retained the profit. It has released the profit. It is appearing on your dashboard. So under sub-bin mode, the robot does not take fuel fee. Okay? The robot does not take fuel fee under sub-bin mode. All right? if the current price of a coin that you are trading is below your preset price, I'm answering this question in case that you are entering a signal or you have seen a signal a bit late. Now, when you find out that the current price of the signal that you are about to take is already down to the preset price given in the signal, don't preset, just enter the trade. Okay? Because this is it Casca Junior is asking this question. If the current price is below your preset, what happens? Don't preset, enter at current price. Okay? Enter at current price. Because the idea is to buy below or to buy low. Okay, this is a crypto boy. I made a mistake in my Binance when I converted small units to BNB, and one of my coin that I traded at that time was also converted and doesn't show in Binance anymore, but still I can see it running in Royalq. So my question is, will it manually sell off that coin in my Royalq, or I will leave it to run and the robot will sell it? The question is, how much was the, or how many coins? All right, you can buy it back manually in your Binance wallet, because the time the robot will try to sell, let's say that the coin that you are trading now reaches your take profit, the robot will try to sell it, but it will find out that the coin does not exist in the exchange. It has been converted. So you are going to receive a message that says abnormal operation. Okay, it will send you a message, abnormal operation, of which when you get 3 of those abnormal operation, something may happen to your account in Royalq. All right, so if you did that by mistake, what you needed to do is you check, go into your Royalq, check how many coins were bought by the Royalq robot. Okay, check how many coins were bought. Remember, in Royalq, it shows you the quantity, right? The quantity. So check the quantity, how many coins were bought. Then you go to your Binance, you're going to buy the same amount of coins, so that when the robot sells, it should find the coins there if you did it by mistake. That is if the coin is still low. Yes, because sometimes when you buy the same amount of coins, you discover that you buy higher because now the price has gone up compared to where the robot bought it for you. Is that okay, crypto boy? You can do manual buy in your exchange. The same coin that the robot is trading, you buy it manually, then it stays in your spot wallet. Or either you wait for the abnormal operation message. It's gonna be up to you. How do I add margin calls in a bull run strategy after the 5 margin calls bought? Okay, if you want to add more margin calls to the 5, then you go and edit 5 and put the number that you want to put in. For example, you want to add 2 more. It means you're gonna go to your margin call limit, you edit 5 and put 7. Okay, this is Joram. Joram, you go to your margin call limit, you edit the number that you want and you put the number that you want. For example, if you want to add 5 more, it means you're going to edit the 5 and put 10. But the question I want to ask you, Joram, is, I want to ask you, because right now we are not focusing on opening more margin calls. If the coin is going deeper and deeper, don't open margin calls. At least pick a new trade. Use that capital to trade new coin. Okay, just be patient with that one, because you're gonna open more margin calls, the robot will buy more of that coin, but it still stays down. Okay, it will still stay down. It will buy more stock for you, of course, at a cheaper price. But the reason of opening more margin calls, you want to redeem the coin. You want to come out of the floating loss. Now, what is the use of you opening more margin calls and the coin continues to stay down? I don't know if you're getting my point. So rather, take that capital that you wanted to open more margin calls and pick a trade, a new trade. Yes, it's going to help you. While you're waiting for this one to come back, you are still trading. Is that okay, Joram? That was just my suggestion. But if you want to open more margin calls, you just need to go and edit the number of margin calls. For example, if you are having 5, they are already bought, and you want to add more 5, you're going to edit the 5 and put 10. Then you go and also set up those 5 that you have added. You tap on margin configuration, you do the settings for the 5 margin calls you have done. Okay. Because some of us are new, why don't the officials give us signals with the full explanation? What do you mean full explanation? Just as when we are giving signals, probably maybe you are talking of current price signals, but attend the Zoom session, just as we normally explain this in our Zoom session. What is a current price signal and what is a preset price signal? So that when you are entering, you know what is this and what is that. We always give explanation to all the signals, how you can set them up. We always do that unless you are not attending our Zoom sessions. Just as please attend our Zoom sessions. We normally give explanation to the signals. Those numbers that appear on the signals, we explain what is TP, what is drop. We always do that. If I'm right, please give me a yes in the chat. What I'm saying, is it true? Do we teach people what is take profit? What is take profit callback? What is buy-in callback? Do we explain those things? Do we explain? Can someone agree with me if we do explain? If we do explain, can you agree with me? Because someone says we give signals without full explanation. The officials, they give signals without full explanation. That is not true, just as probably you are not attending our Zoom sessions. Okay. Audrey, if a coin is in a deep floating loss and it is being posted as a signal, don't trade it. Don't open more margin calls. Okay? I understand what you're saying. A coin can be given as a signal 2 times or 3 times. But you who entered the first signal, you are in floating loss. And it is given as another signal next time. You do not take it, you don't open margin calls. It is an opportunity to those that are buying low, because you entered it somewhere and you're still hanging with it. All right. But now, that same coin, where it is right now, it shows signals, or it is showing that price of that coin will start to go up. That's why it is given as a signal again. I don't know if I'm answering your question, Audrey. So if you are in a deep floating loss with a particular signal and it is posted again as a signal, don't trade it or don't open margin calls on the current coin. Okay? Ignore that one. It's not for you. You just need to wait until it comes back. If you are having more capital, wait for another signal that you can enter. How can I check my fuel fee? Go to the asset of the robot. Okay, someone they want to know how do they check their fuel fee. Your fuel fee stays here. Here is where your fuel fee stays. Your fuel fee stays here. Let me come out of this. Your fuel fee stays here. This is the asset. When you tap here, you are going to see your fuel fee. So you're gonna come here and check. Okay, someone says, how do they check their fuel fee? Here is the bag of the fuel fee. There is the tank. The tank is right here. So you come and tap on the tank, you're going to see how much is left there. Okay, when you come on the home page, you're going to see this page here. Can you see this page? You are on the home page. So your fuel fee is here on the asset. Is that okay? Someone who's looking for the tank, where to check the fuel fee, how much the gauge is left there? Yes, you go there. How far am I for me to complete this session? Okay, thank you so much, guys, for agreeing with me. That is, we do have Zooms that explain that. All right, we do give them in the explanation. Okay. Prince, if you want to earn while you are in floating loss, then you can change from sub-bin mode to sub-bin mode real-time settlement. Okay? You can change from sub-bin mode to sub-bin mode real-time settlement. If you want to earn while you are in floating loss, if you want to earn while you are in floating loss, you can change it from sub-bin mode to sub-bin mode real-time settlement here. Let me come here. Let me come here. Let me open this coin. Let me open this coin. Change it from here. Yeah, change it from here. If it is giving you 0% profit here, it is giving you 0 here under sub-bin. So if you want to earn while you are still in floating loss, then you can put it here. But remember, you can only change from here to here if your robot, if you are trading with more than 5 margin calls. Okay? Sub-bin and sub-bin mode real-time settlement only works when you are trading more than 5 margin calls, because 4 margin calls, you cannot change it to any of these. It only works under whole warehouse mode. Okay, the first 4 margin calls, you can only trade them under whole warehouse mode. So if your margin calls are less than 4, you cannot trade under these modes. No, the robot will not allow you. And also, if your robot buys margin call number 5 while it is under whole warehouse mode, you cannot change it. The robot will never allow you to do so. Please listen. If you want to earn under these 2 modes, make sure that you edit your strategy mode while before the robot buys margin call number 5. Change it from whole warehouse to any other mode here. It's either you put it here or you put it here. But the margin calls should be more than 5. I mean more than 4. Meaning to say from 5. Then you can edit to this or to this. But if your robot buys margin call number 5 while you are under whole warehouse mode, please make sure that you get a glass of water, you drink, you chill, you wait for the robot to sell all your margin calls, all of them, under whole warehouse mode. It will never sell one by one. These ones, these extra ones, 5 going down here, it will never sell them one by one. if they are bought under whole warehouse mode. That's why I'm saying make sure that you got enough water to drink while you're waiting for your robot to sell, because you're not gonna see any sub-sell there. No, whole warehouse, it means whole warehouse. You are telling the robot sell everything in the warehouse and give me my profit. Yes, when you put your robot in the whole warehouse mode, you are telling the robot whether you buy 50 margin calls, sell all of them at once. That's what you are saying. So you cannot change it to any other mode. If your robot buys margin call number 5, while it is under whole warehouse mode. Okay. Am I still here? Yes, if you receive 3 abnormal operation messages, Royalq says it's gonna penalize you by freezing your account, because what you are simply saying is you hired this Royalq to trade for you, but you go in your exchange and sell. Yes, you hired Royalq to trade for you, but you manipulate. You go to the exchange and do the selling by yourself. So why did you hire them? Why did you hire them? That's why they say they can freeze your account. Yes, you are doing what is not supposed to be done. So Haji, take note of that. All right, let me answer these 3 questions, then we're gonna come to the end. Okay, this is Christian. Christian, you're saying using like $100 on first call drop, same as $50. I don't get this. I don't get this. $100, is it your capital or your first buy? You are talking of first call drop. Please paraphrase your question, Christian. I don't get it. You're saying like $100 on first call drop, same as $50. I don't get the question here. Please clarify your question. What is the advantage of setting the drop, for example, 15% drop on a preset signal, than using the bull run margin call drop settings of 0.2, 0.3, 0.5, 111? Okay. The advantage is this. Let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. Okay. Putting it sure there. Let me edit my margin calls here. I just want to use this for training purposes. Okay. Now, there is a signal. There is a signal. Okay. The person is asking about this side. This side here. The margin code. A signal comes and it says 15% drop. What it means is that when you are setting this type of a signal, you are not using bull run. No. You are not using buy poverty strategy. No. You are just setting it as a normal signal, because you are going to take your 15%, you allocate it to the margin calls given here. Okay? Because here is the thing. If a signal says 15% drop, you take 15, you divide by 5, which is number of margin calls. It means every drop here is 3%, 3%, 3%, 3%, 3%. All right? So it means For your robot to buy all these margin calls, the coin should go down into negative 15. Do you get my point? For your robot to buy all these margin calls here, it means on your return rate, it means the coin has gone deeper by 15% drop. That's what it means. So in this case, you don't need to own the AI margin call because 15% drop is bigger enough. It is bigger enough. Now, when you are using AI margin call, you are using this, 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 this. This one is 3% drop in total. If you add this, you discover that it's 3% drop in total. So if you don't own the AI margin call, do you think the robot will take longer to buy 3% drop? Tell me. If you don't own the AI margin call, in the current market situation, do you think the robot will take longer to buy 3% drop? Give me an answer in the chat. Is it going to take longer? Is it going to take longer? Give me an answer in the chat. It will never take long because it's so small. So I hope now you understand the difference, the advantage. So when you own AI margin call, you are owning it on those small drops of 0.2, 0.3, 0.5, because we are protecting, the robot will protecting you to use your capital at a faster space, and then the coin continues to go down. So the AI helps you to put in the money at the right time with a good percentage drop. But if the signal says 15, it means it is bigger enough. It is bigger enough. Did I answer your question? Did I answer your question? Someone who was asking that question. Let me go back to the top. Okay. All right. Coach says we should use the AI on all the strategies, whether it is 15% drop, whether it is 8% drop, use the AI margin call. Okay. To those that want to their robot to buy faster, then you can turn on and off, on and off. All right. But the advice is that use AI to prevent high floating loss, the AI margin call. All right. Okay. I think all the questions have been tackled. Is there a question that we did not answer? Because some of the questions are repeated. I think I have answered already, and people, they are asking them again. Probably they joined the Zoom late. How do you know your coin is in floating loss while the robot is trading? Recheck on the return rate where it shows the percentage of profit or loss. That's where the floating loss is. On the return rate here, it gives you a record here. Let me share my screen. On the return rate here, that's where you check whether your robot is in floating loss or is in floating profit. Let me save this so that I can get out of here. Here, on the return rate, Your floating profit or your floating loss is shown here, where it says return rate. Okay, that's where you see. Whenever you click start here, whenever you click activate, immediately when the robot buys, you will see a movement in percentage here. When the coin is going into profit, when the coin is rising in price, it shows positive here. When the coin is going down from where it entered, it shows negative here and it is in red. That's what we call the return rate. Okay, that's where you see your floating loss or your floating profit. That's where you see it. Mm, you cannot edit already bought margin calls. The robot has already buy them. So if you edit them, there's no difference because they are already bought. Yes. When you are editing margin calls that are already bought, what are you trying to do? The robot has already bought them. So what is the significance? They are already bought. Yes, you can change your take profit. You can change your take profit, or you can also edit the percentage. Yeah, you can change your margin call drop. That is if the robot did not buy the call for that drop. Okay. But if the robot has already bought that call, there is no use for you to edit its drop because it is already bought. Okay. I think I have answered. Someone traded Educoin. Okay, you sold. I traded Educoin and it entered huge floating loss, and as I was trying to sell manually without waiting for robot, but they sent me an abnormal message and the coin just disappeared without taking a loss and give me the remaining money. What really happened? When they are giving you an abnormal operation message, it means the coin was converted in the exchange. The coin was not there. You do not receive abnormal operation message if the coin was there. So if you receive abnormal operation message, it means your coin was converted. It was not there. So when you were clicking manual to sell, the coin was not there. Probably you converted it by mistake. I don't know. But you never receive abnormal operation message when you are selling manually if the coin was there. A preset price signal expires. You just need to check. But we say check 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, a preset price signal. Check from 10 to 15 minutes. All right. So if you come late, before you enter, check the current price of the coin and check the price that was given as a preset. If the current price is lower than the preset, then you can still enter at current price. But check after 10 to 15 minutes, a preset price signal. Can we get a signal that works in the UK, or the signal that comes doesn't work in the UK? What do you mean? What time do you check the signals? I understand that you are in a different time zone, but you just need to check the time we are posting the signals. There is no signal for UK. There is no signal for South Africa. There is no signal for Zimbabwe. Okay, you just need to be online when the signals are being sent, because the matter is the time. So we can be having Zoom here. Probably it's day. Probably that side is night. So it means you need to be online for you to set up a signal at the same time while we are setting it here. So we don't have signals for UK. We don't have signals for France. We use the same signals. What matters is the time we are sending the signals. Are you online or you are not online? Christian. Okay, Christian, I did not answer your question. Where is it? Okay, it was about. No, Christian, the first approach is allow your robot to buy in multiples. Yes, allow your robot to buy in multiples. Buy in ratio. Yes, the multiple buy in ratio. It helps a lot for your average price to come closer to the current price. All right. Allow your robot to buy in multiples. It helps a lot rather than you buying one time or increasing your first buying amount. Because if you increase your first buying amount, for example, $100, it means this $100 the robot will use it to buy once. But when you open margin calls and buy it at different price levels, it's gonna help you a lot, because the price is going down and the robot is buying it cheaper at each level. All right. Christian, did I answer your question now? Use the multiple buy-in ratio. Allow your robot to buy in multiples. It's going to help you in that case. Emma, is not about selling manually. No. It's about the robot selling while the crypto or the asset that the robot was trading is not in your exchange wallet. It's not about selling manually. No. It is all about you selling or the robot selling when the asset is not available. That's when you get the abnormal operation message. Did I answer your question, Emma? So it's not selling manually. No, it's about the stock being available. Oh, okay. Now I get it. Okay, you have given me. Okay, all right. Now I get it. So it means most of the coins that we are trading in Royalq, that side they are not available. Okay, so this is an issue beyond me. I cannot do anything about it. Yeah, when it comes to coins, I don't know. Leader Julius is here. Let me check. Let me check if Coach Julius is here. Okay, Coach. Yes, there is let me pick it up. Coins that are in Royalq, they are not tradable in UK. For example, Note BB, that is Leader Marie Atom is giving an example that most of the signals or most of the coins that we give as signals. Which exchange? Yes, they didn't give us the exchange. They are just saying they are not tradable. Which exchange, guys, are you using in the UK specifically? Because this question is coming from the UK, guys. Which exchange is that? Can you give us the exchange? I'm sure they are typing. You can come on the microphone. You can come on the microphone for quicker response. It says Binance. Leader Marie says Binance. Yes, coach, they have given us an answer. It says Binance.
Just teach her to add the coins. She doesn't know how to add coins to a robot. Just show her how to add coins. She doesn't know how to add.
They say the coins are there, but when they pick them, the robot does not trade. They are not tradable. That's what they are saying.
I don't understand. Why is it that the rest of the people can be able to trade them? Yeah, I don't get
That
the
one
question.
also.
If the coins are there, how are they not tradable now? If the answer is not right, she needs to write to Royalq itself to their email. But me, I say everybody can trade the coins. How are they not tradable? What do you mean? When you tap on them, they don't open. When you set them, they don't work. I don't understand. That one, I don't have an answer.
Just like me as well. That's why I was calling you here. It was beyond me. I could not deal with
But
that one.
she can write to Royalq email address and express her issue. Because if we can't help, then she needs to write to Royalq itself.
Yeah. So guys in the UK, please write to Royalq. All right. I think that issue, it needs Royalq itself. Please write to Royalq and express that issue. They are the ones that are going to be in your best interest to answer that. Yes, we understand your concern, but I think it's only need Royalq in this case. All right. So guys, let's end it here. I think we have overstayed here. We cannot finish everything. So let's end it here. We are going to meet again next time. Yes, that is when God permits, another Friday. Then we'll also come and continue as usual. Yes. So let's call it a day. Let's call it a night. Let's call it a morning. I wish you guys a lovely, lovely, fantastic day. Coach, anything on your side before we disappear? All right. So guys, let's call it a day. We're gonna meet again in the coming Zoom, which is at evening, but we wish you a lovely and fantastic day. Best in the business. That is it all from my side. I think coach is busy, but he will be able to end the Zoom since he's the host. Yeah, coach, over to you.